All right. Another build contest. The Waterfall Inn, created by Evil Inn. Love the gamer tag. All right, so here we have a underground B&B for rest and relaxation, complete with coffee bar, hidden grotto, a waterfall room, and dungeon. So let's check it out. I think I've mentioned I'm kind of enjoying doing these tours. I mean, I like seeing what everybody else has built. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool all day. As one of the little ones in my life used to say years ago when he was much littler and getting his language skills about him. Just barely starting to do sentences. Part of it was his own language. Yeah. Yeah, if you like something, it's pretty cool all day. All right. Oh, and I'm already. Would you look at that? I am already in HUDless mode. Gotta love being in HUDless mode for doing tours. All right. So this is pretty cool. We're in the right spot. Oh, it's just called home level 4. But I'm pretty sure this is the right spot based on what we saw in the video. Got a lovely little lake here. Lake views. You could fish it if you want. I didn't bring a fishing pole. But yeah, you can just lay down here, chill by the lake. I like it. I like it. All right. Yeah, I like it. Let's see if we can get into some first-person views here. Just like that. Yeah, we like first-person views. I like the glowing stuff in the lake. Check out this waterfall. What's going on over here? I do like a good waterfall. I've been known to make some waterfalls. If y'all are keeping up with my channel, I've done some waterfalls. I like this room. Hidden loot behind the waterfall. Just coins all about and everywhere. Freaking neat. I like it. I'm a fan. These hidden passages. I like a good passage. Doesn't look like it. And I'm pretty sure you can't put one underneath the carpets because carpets are solid. All right, now I like that. That's a cool vibe. All right, well, let's get down into it, shall we? All right, down the spiral stairs. Got some paintings. And, yeah. Anything back here? Doesn't look like it. I like the potted plants. They're cool. See this? And this tells us there's got to be a loot room around here someplace. like the frame. I see it. I see it. It's very well hidden. But there's a secret door, and that goes to a secret loot room. And somebody pilfered the chests. All of them. How rude. That's a nice loot room, though. Very good disguising of that door. Excellent choice of materials with all the stuff around it. That blends in very well. Difficult to see. Oh, and here we have a lovely little view of the lake from inside. How nice is that? What's in here? What's in here? Gotta have a bathroom, shower, tub, palm trees over the tub. That's freaking cool. I like it. Yep, I appreciate a good bathroom. And that is a good bathroom. Ah. My Chasm City has a single bathhouse for the entire town. It's the only bathroom I put in the entire city. That is not a door. That looks like a door. A good use of those. I like those. What do we got here? Bookcases, you know. I think I know these bookcases. Yeah. Sus bookcases with nothing behind. What? Well, that just makes a guy feel cheated. Really? All those hidden bookcases and there ain't nothing? That's dirty evil, then. Dirty pool, girl. Dirty pool. Still, that's kind of a good, nice dupe move. Yeah, they're gonna come down here and click on the books and think there's something back there, and there ain't nothing back there. It's kind of hilarious. I get the joke. I am amused and irritated because I'm the victim of it. But I mean, for certain, if I did it to someone else, I would find it hilarious. So, kudos. Leather chairs, reading areas. Nice little just chill, read. Sit down with a book and a glass of bourbon. I don't like to drink when I read, actually, but yeah, good place to just sit down with a glass of bourbon and chill. This is an even better place to sit down with a glass of bourbon and chill. The leather chairs, you know, the only thing this is missing is a granite fireplace. What do you want to bet I find one in here? I bet I do. So that looks like it's the waterfall. Yep. Sure does. And that, okay, and that goes down here to a whole. Yeah, aha, there you go. Leather chairs and a granite fireplace. Why do we all do this? Some form of this. Sometimes it's done with couches, but really, everybody with this storybook look. This is definitely a scene that is in everyone's collective imagination. I've seen this in too many builds, including my own. I say that every time, I know, but it's worth pointing out. I'm still curious. Why does everybody do this? I've seen it in World Chairs Wednesdays, things that were not for the contest. Just it's something that keeps coming up. That would almost be worth running a study on. Anybody knows any like university type personnel that wants to like go through people's worlds and talk to everybody that did something like this and figure out what it is they have in common? Is it an age group thing? Is it a core memory thing? I think it's probably an age group thing. I do like this under lake view. This is very very cool. Definitely a little bit different thing. You don't see a lot of that. So fairly original, I think. And I've wandered over here to and I bet I can just swim right out into the lake from here. Yep, I sure can. All right. All right, all right. Can I find my way back? Sure can. Okay. All right, and then this looks out here. Okay, a nice little overlook, overlooking the shroud, looking in to the Nomad Highlands and beyond. Yeah. Coffee and sweets. Lovely little, yeah. Lovely little coffee nook. I like it. I like it a lot. You see, these are more of those books. I don't feel like you used those books. Aha. Aha, aha. This kind of looks like a dungeon where one might torture people. Yep. Somebody else in the contest did a dungeon where one might torture people. Yes, they did. I like the dungeon. I like that it's hidden behind the books. So all these books did not go in there. I'm just curious. I mean, why all the extra passages? That certainly makes it complicated. I like it though. Let's go back in here. We're just gonna leave this open. And that's another thing with dungeons and creepiness. Why is it always green light? Why is that considered creepy? That seems to be universally human. That green glowing light is creepy. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Because you'd hate to be the person that misses things when you're trying to do these tours and be all pro about it. Definitely doing my best to kind of give everybody the same opportunities. See, we got all these bookcases that open up, and none of those go nowhere. Alright, and that is, oh, that's a little dinner table over here. Okay, okay. And once again, couches in the granite fireplace. Why do we all do this? I'm so curious. Got the heads on the walls. Because you know who doesn't have heads on walls? This is very little cozy. It's designed to be a bed and breakfast. I get the appeal of it. Be a cool place to stay. It's got a neat design. Got all the books stacked in the corner. That whole thing actually reminds me of a hotel I stayed in Boston with the book, but it wasn't books stacked in the corner. It was a very busy corner. And what was stacked in the corner was a couple of guitars on guitar stands and amplifiers, and they were there for the guests to play. The place was called I think it was called the Rock and Roll Hotel, had a very like 50s vibe to it. Small place, right across from Fenway Park. And the whole thing looked like 1955 threw up. And it was tacky and cool. But yeah, you plug in the guitars right up front and the amplifiers and sit there and play, and they didn't care. I was up there on a business trip. I did it. It was fun. Ooh, what have we here? Hidden loot. Hidden loot chamber. Like a hidden loot chamber. Alright. Gotta love a hidden chamber. Drac reliefs on the wall. Mush. Mush. Work. War. Rebellion. They came. They killed our people. We sunk their ships and drove them from our lands. We burned their homes. Now we rule. And that's the history of the lizard people. I like the banquet spread. This is cool. I like the banquet spread. Not too busy. Everybody's got a place, food, flowers. Lovely little spread. Lovely. Alright. I gotta say, I like this kitchen setup. It's a good setup. Yep, it's a good kitchen setup. I like the use of the shingles. I like the use of the shingles there. That's cool. Little rooftop underneath the, like it's supporting the head. The little roof piece. That's cool. Yeah. Fresh sushi. I like some good sushi. Lovely little underground garden. I like it. I like it. Seed beds inside. Yeah, see, this is good. Just a good civilized level garden. When I build gardens and farms, and these days I'm not even really doing that because I use the Shroud Depot so extensively. And after the 1.0 release, I may do one that's completely farmed, with some exceptions. Yeah, unless they can accelerate the way to make gunpowder, that will definitely be imported, because who's got time for that? But yeah, I tend to farm on an industrial scale. And it turns out I won't use most of it, but just the idea of running out of things is awful. So since I first started playing, I've always farmed very large amounts of things. And built separate farm beds for my trees versus the rest of my stuff. But yeah, I like this. This is very neat, very good. Very good. It totally has this cozy bread and breakfast vibe. I mean, completely delivers what it promises. Still my favorite piece. I think I've said that every time I see it. But all the tapestries are cool. But yeah, I want more like hand scrawled map information things, and I wish you could read the stuff on them. Get like lore insights and things. Even make your own, or have one like it just as a world map with your structures on it. That'll be very cool. All right, we got another level down. This is a nice little room. Oh, this is a very, very, very fancy bathroom. That's what this is. Nice little just chill pool. I dig it. I dig it. Lovely little aquarium view. This one does not go out to the lake. It doesn't look like. But very cool indeed. Very, very cool indeed. Alright. Make sure I'm not missing anything hidden in there. Evil Inn seems to have a propensity for the secret passage. I've come across 3 of them. One of them led to a dungeon where people are tortured. No, I'm not comparing it to the other dungeon. I don't know if, yeah, spoiler, there's another dungeon in one of these. But I'm not comparing that dungeon to the other dungeon. I don't want to appear biased. But I did give away a spoiler. Another one of these builds does possess a dungeon. Yeah, there's very little cozy bed and breakfast. All the rooms downstairs. Very cool. I like the use of the chimneys to enhance the fireplaces. I do. Very, very cool indeed. And these has a view of the spire. I think this is the Low Meadows Spire. Could be no, this is Revelwood. Yeah, it is definitely Revelwood. Yeah, definitely in Revelwood. Is this also a hidden? Just didn't want to populate your own bookshelves. That's actually very smart. I mean, I get it. That's already got the books on it. And placeables, well, placeables just make things tougher than they need to be. In a lot of cases, I get it. That's not a knock that you use the secret panel shelves just for convenience. No, there is no shame, no knocking that at all, man. Good way to save a lot of time and effort. Indigo plants growing outside the little hobbit windows. I like the use of the hobbit door frames as windows. That's a cool trick. Lovely sink. What do we got in here? Yeah, all kinds of lovely little bedrooms. Yeah, cool place to stay. A lovely bed and breakfast. And once again, the fireplace setup we all build for coziness and bourbon. Contemplative. Relaxing. And what we got going on over here? Another little aquarium. Ooh, what's this? What's this? What are you hiding? Oh, is this a whole other dungeon? What do we got going on in here? Oh. See, this is why we like to explore. And yeah, I really hope that over the course of this, I have not missed anybody's hidden stuff. And if I have, when the videos come out, and the judges are just going to have to deal with it, if I have missed something and you feel you need to reach out to me and point it out, I will do an update video for that, for me having missed it. All right, because that is on me, that is not on you. So if you do watch your video and find out I missed something in your build, I want to know. This is neat. This is neat. I was more looking for a flare than an explosive. Yeah, luckily my explosives can't affect anything. I just wanted to see if there was something hiding back there. It doesn't look like there is, but you gotta check these things. Well, yeah, you know I'm gonna go up there and see what's going on. You got to, right? Oh, the little glowing bed grotto thing with water coming out. Yeah, waterfall being created. Just a hidden little space, statue. That's neat. That's neat. Do appreciate a secret passage. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Gotta make sure I didn't miss anything. It does not look like I have. Yeah, gotta love it. I don't remember closing that behind me, but perhaps I did. Very cool, very cool. Did you hide something behind here? I don't know if you can walk through that tapestry or not. I do gotta say, very, very nice. I would like to stay here on a vacation for sure. Or better yet, a business trip. Done a lot of business travel. A lot of business travel by aircraft. And while they do like a certain budget for your hotel room, you know. Some cities like Boston, Texas, Dallas, you know. Sometimes you gotta pay what, you know, for what's available. Yeah, stayed in some pretty cool places. Like I said, that place in Boston. Yeah, because a little inn reminds me of things. Got a deal on the most fabulous room in Atlantic City. The job site was actually 20 minutes from there, but outside of Atlantic City, there ain't nothing. Um, all right, I think that is just about everything from the Waterfall Inn. Don't think I've missed anything. I like the Waterfall Inn. I would like to stay here, for sure. Yeah, I would like to stay in the Waterfall Inn. I think. Now let's get into our backpack. And equip our dive helmet. And let's go swimming a little bit, just to see if we missed anything under the water. Or anything up there. How am I supposed to get to the Vuka Blessing when you put it all the way up there? That's so rude. First thing you did that I didn't like, you put the blessing statue where I couldn't get to it. Or maybe I can, I'm just not going to try that hard for it. Yeah, detail done underneath the lake. That's very, very cool. Very cool. Ooh, treasure. I like the treasure underneath here. It's neat. You know, I should probably turn the HUD back on so that I can see how much life I've got left. That's important. Great place to watch the sunset from. It's actually a really cool effect. The lighting effects in this game always get me. They're so good. Especially like if you got something in the way, the shadows move across as the sun's moving across. Yeah, if you got something in the way of the light of the sun, yeah. That's what I've been noticing in my bases. Well, that's cool. So I think that is the Waterfall Inn. I don't think I've missed anything. If I have, please let me know. Yeah, y'all can vote for your favorite. You'll have to reach out to Janie and George for about how you vote. I'm not involved with that, just the tour guide. And yeah, And the reason I don't get a vote is because, being that I'm doing the tours, I don't want to unduly influence anybody. But all the entries are very strong. I mean, for sure. For sure. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. So, yeah. Y'all be good to each other. And, yeah, watch all the rest of the videos. Pick your favorite, submit your votes, and good luck, everybody. Be good to each other, and I'll see y'all next time.